Hello and welcome back to Inkmas with my Dandelion Diaries. We are moving on to day number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this door open for Diamine and see what we get. Alrighty, day 2 ink is called Energy and it's a sheen ink. Okay, let's see what happens with this one. Okay, so I decided to ink Energy up in my 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 Jurassic, specifically because I feel like there's purple tones in this pen, and I'm wondering if I can pull them out if this ink is purple. So this is going to be a gamble. But I also want to see how the sheen behaves with a Fude nib, because this pen has the 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 Fude Flex nib on it. And I'm curious to see if like everything's gonna sheen or not, or if I can get some of the base color to pull through since it is labeled as a sheening ink. So we shall find out. Okay, initial thoughts on the pairing of these two together. I'm not mad at it. The ink's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. But I'm curious again to see how it behaves overall. So initial writing, I'm not overly impressed, but let's do a full page and see how that goes. So initial thoughts on this one, it's very pretty if I can actually see the purple that's coming through. I think this ink would be best used for calligraphy purposes, or if you have a very nice stubby nib and are writing a bit larger. I do think that writing initially with it, with the Fude nib, it went well. I'm going to finish the page here in a second. I'm just taking a minute to kind of gather my thoughts. But it does have a nice green sheen. I'm very curious to see if everything fully sheens. Like it just blocks out the base color of this vibrant royal purple. Or if we're going to get hints of that purple popping through. So I will be back in a second to finish this page, and then I'll show you guys some comparisons if I have anything that's similar to this. I finished the page for the most part. Writing with the Fude nib and a full page is a bit more challenging. I really like to use it for headers, but I just have to say I love how vibrant the purple is coming through on this. It's almost electric. Like Energy is a really great name for this. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and compare it to other purples that I have swatched in my life. And we'll see if I have anything that's similar to this. In my head, it's like screaming at me that this is very similar to Diamine's, I think it's Nightshade, which is a Cult Pens exclusive. I don't know if I have it swatched in my swatch book though. So let's go ahead and compare using this card and the card on the back where it kind of blobbed a little bit and see what I have that's similar. The only one that's looking kind of close is 𝗤𝗏 Cassia, which I figured was going to happen. So if you want a nice, vibrant royal purple, definitely check out Cassia, because this one does not have the crazy sheen that this Energy ink has. So that's a really great one already. It's also kind of similar to Private Reserve's Infinity Violet, but again, no sheen with that one. So if you're just after this kind of electric purple color, it's a really great choice. It's kind of close to 𝗦𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Very similar green sheen. I would say Energy's green sheen is a bit more matte and more muted, and azurite is a bit more vibrant green. Azurite also has a bit more of a blue hue to it. The camera is going to pull the purple a little bit more blue regardless because of its settings that I can't figure out how to change yet. But it is a darker, more royal purple. At least the Energy is a bit more of a royal purple, and azurite is a bit more of a blurple. There's a bit more blue in that one. Same with Monteverde's Tanzanite. It's similar but not quite the same, and Tanzanite doesn't have that crazy green sheen with it either. It's kind of close to Sailor Ink Studios at 450, but again, that sheen is missing. It's also kind of close to Colorverse's Hayabusa Glistening. They both have that kind of green sheen, and the Colorverse ink has this also like silvery, purpley looking shimmer in it, so that's really pretty. I do think the sheen is the main aspect going for the energy ink, which makes sense because it is labeled as a sheening ink. But if we're just looking at base color, I feel like there's quite a few that have the base color of this vibrant purple. I really want to see if I can find Nightshade, if I've swatched it in here or not. Ah, yes. Deadly Nightshade. Okay, these are very, very close together. This swatch and this paper do not really show the justice of the two of them side by side, but the green sheen on Deadly Nightshade behaves very similarly to that of the green sheen on this energy ink. Nightshade's is a bit more vibrant green. Energy's is a bit more of a softer, more, I'd say, neutral green. And Deadly Nightshade also has shimmer in it. So if you want an even crazier ink with sheen that's purple, definitely check out Nightshade. But that's kind of cool to see that they're at least different enough in color. Like the Nightshade is a bit more of like a red violet, and Energy is a bit more of a blue violet. That's really pretty. It's also kind of close to Krishna Orchids, surprisingly. Krishna Orchids does have a bit more of a golden sheen, and Energy here has a bit more of a green sheen, but I'm impressed. That's really pretty. Let's see what else we got. So this is Colorverse's Neptune Occultation from last year's Colorvent and Kilonova. They're practically the same ink. These have red sheens, but the base color of these are similar to Energy. I still think Energy is a bit more purple, and Kilonova and Neptune Occultation are a bit more blue. Well, there's a turn of events. Okay. I think this is the best dupe so far. Hands down. This is Royal Starfish by Van Diemen's. Let me bring over my notebook so we can see the bigger swatch. So you can see Energy here looks a bit more of like a blue with the green sheen. Royal Starfish has a very similar concept. The sheening on Royal Starfish is a bit brighter, so it looks a bit greener. But if it was toned down slightly, I think we'd have practically the same ink here. So again, if you didn't pick up the Diamine Inkvent and you were curious on a dupe, I'd say the strongest dupe is definitely the Royal Starfish. That's kind of surprising to me. I'm a bit shocked at that, actually. That's really cool. Okay. All right, and with that, let's talk about my final thoughts for day 2 of Diamine, the Energy Sheening ink. I like it. I don't know. I have such mixed feelings because I really love the vibrant purple base of this. Like you can really see the vibrant purple dyes right here, but the sheen is a bit, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be too much because like if I were to put this in a standard fine nibbed pen, I'm going to get mainly sheen. The only times I got the purple to come through is when the ink was really laying down thicker with the Fude nib, which is what I wanted. Don't get me wrong. But overall, like as an ink, I don't think this is one I would reach for regularly. I love the base color. If the sheen was slightly toned down, I think I would love it even more. But yeah, I'm okay with this one. I'm not mad at it. It's very legible. It worked beautifully. There's no behavioral issues. The sheen doesn't smear. Like it's really nice. I'm happy with it. It's not 5 stars, you know? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm gonna stop here. I'll see you guys in a second for Colorverse if you're watching that series with this one. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 3. Oh wait, that's 5. Day 3, not 5, 3 of the Diamine Inkvent. And we're gonna just continue on this journey of testing out in a pen and comparing inks and seeing how it goes. I'm hoping for greatness from you, Diamine. I really am. Anyways, be blessed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.